Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is episode 14 of Skyrim Requiem, Ultra Conjurer, and in the last episode, hey, there we go, level up. Very nice. I want to get some conjuration going here. Bound weapons is a no. Advanced conjuration. Or necromancy. I don't really use raise dead skills yet. Empower conjuration spells to make them last longer. That sounds what I want. In the previous episode, I came to Riften to to do a bunch of stuff. I got Draven's bow. I got I killed a bunch of bandits. Anyway, so oh, here we go. Two bandits, one with a bow. One's down. Two down. Yeah, so last episode I killed a bunch of bandits and I got out towards this Broken Helm Hollow here, and I decided to just pause it there and reconvene in the new episode, and so that's where we are now. So generally in here there's about 3 bandits. There's like a bandit boss that's up by the chest, and there's usually kind of 2 other bandits. But it should be fairly easy just to use my wolf. I don't think I'll run into too many problems here. There's one guy that just got up. Sounds like a Dunmer female. Ooh, there's a lot of two-handers here. Oh shit. Come on now. Come on, Wolfie. Come on. Whew. It's worth a lot, but it's super heavy. Yeah, I've got enough carry weight. Some delicious red apples. I think everybody's dead. Otherwise they would have chased me. Not much usefulness here. And we got a nice juicy chest here. Ooh, it's trapped though. I actually don't mind when chests are trapped. It's a little bit of free lockpicking experience. Here's one, and then here's a second lockpicking experience. Last game I got the with my sneaky archer. I actually got for the first time, I went far enough in the Thieves Guild quest to get the skeleton key, and that thing is cool. That automatically unlocks everything. This is Leafner or something. Leafner. Yeah, Leafner. I think he's a mini quest. Leafner. Yep. Yeah, I can go report Leafnar's death to his family, no problem. So that's a good start to episode 14. Have some baked potatoes. Fortify stamina. Fortify magicka with the bottled milk. Yeah, baked potatoes with stamina. So yeah, getting a bunch of cool kind of like mini buffs, like tiny little buffs from eating certain kinds of foods, and that's thanks to the immersive ingestibles mod. I think it's a pretty cool mod to make all food relevant, all consumables relevant. So I think it deserves a hell of a lot more endorsements than it has. Now, a lot of endorsements on the Skyrim Nexus are subject to groupthink, right? Once something becomes popular, like as a random example, Frostfall. I mean, it's a hell of a mod. It's excellent. I'm not personally using it. I'm using Hypothermia Plus, but you know, once a mod becomes, you know, quote unquote famous, it doesn't even need to try hard to be amazing anymore. It's just everybody uses that mod because it's listed as, what's this? Oh, that's worth a lot of money. It's listed as one of the top mods, and especially in the early days of Skyrim modding, the mods that got up early, like 2011, 2012, are the mods that became the most famous. I mean, a lot of the modders totally deserve the credit, but there were also some mods I can think of in the beginning, like when Fallout 4 dropped, there was a mod called Lowered Weapons. It's probably got 120,000 endorsements. It's fucking stupid. It's the stupidest, most endorsed mod of all time. Because what it is it's basically like in Fallout 4, you kind of have your weapon out like I do right here. You see how in like when I'm in first person, then I can always see my hands and my staff. So right here you can see the staff sticking out. Oh, alteration just went up. That means that there's an enemy close by. That's a wolf. Anyway, he's gonna chase the wolf, but I don't have time for that. Yeah, so I think it was like immersive lowered weapons or something it was called, or lowered weapons, but all it fucking did was, if you're not shooting at somebody, then in first person the weapons would lower and it wouldn't kind of cover up your screen. I mean, for what was essentially like an animation, like one animation, it was like possibly the most overrated mod. It's literally the most overrated mod of all time as far as I'm concerned. Not that it's not useful, it's just like when you consider a mod that has scripting and storytelling and like a ton of work went into it, and then just some guy, you know, because it was one of the first mods.
I want you to guard. Make sure there's a contingency plan in effect in case Riften falls under attack.
Yes, m'lady. I've also
welcome to Riften, traveler. Excellent.
Okay, stop talking, guys.
Here is your reward.
Yeah.
Good. If Riften
Yes.
should
So
fall, it's only right that its leader be spared.
You must be one of those wizards from the college in Winterhold.
not yet. No. Yeah, it's one of the first mods. It got the most endorsed, and so it becomes groupthink. You know, it's like everybody downloads it simply because it's considered one of the best. And then there are like super awesome mods. Like I can think of there's a modder called Alexander, but he's kind of got like a 9 instead of an R, I think, or an A. It's like Alexander spelled kind of the French style, like R-E.
Protection. You watch yourself.
Okay, stop interrupting me. And so anyway, he has a hell of a lot of amazing mods like Vigor, Combat and Injuries, Bring Your Silver, which sort of does what Requiem does to require silver weapons when fighting Draugr. Let's see. Oh, right, I gotta return to Alessandra. Man, I do not know how I forgot that. Because that is my restoration spell that which was the whole reason that I came here. So Alexander has some just amazing mods, but you know some of his mods have like 100 endorsements, and it's not reflective of the immense talent and usefulness that they are, right? I mean, in my opinion, Requiem is hands down, far and away the best overhaul. Where the hell is Alessandra? Far and away the best overhaul that Skyrim's ever had. But I mean, I think if you were to count it up,
The pilgrimage is... I felt a caress on my cheek.
Skyrim,
I thank you.
Perma,
Here.
Ordinator, I
Please
think they
accept
all
this.
come in ahead of Requiem in terms of endorsements. So
A token of
can't
my appreciation.
always go by what other people kind of endorse. I like to try things out for myself and see if I like them, regardless of what other people think. Now I went off on one of my long-winded tangents again. Man, this is a huge improvement to my character now. So that means that I can heal mid-combat. I can't believe I forgot that was the reason that I came to Riften.
I don't know
Come
you.
back and speak to me anytime.
Snilf. I often don't know what to say in these things, so I just sort of ramble. Anyways, so I just got to take a 1 minute pause here, and I'll be right back. Okay. So I'm back.
Welcome to Riften, home of the Thieves Guild.
Well, I can barely see that
So
guy.
they'd have you believe.
We gotta get out to Leafnar's farm there and tell his family that he's dead. He's not coming back. I keep forgetting to sell everything. Then again, it is night, so there wouldn't be any vendors. Or early morning. I don't even remember. What is that? What's that sound? So what's really funny is that I think that was safe autosave there. What's really funny is that I've sort of memorized this game based on some of the mods I used to use, which is like More Bandit Camps is the name. That's a good mod. More Bandit Camps, as the name implies, literally puts more bandit camps everywhere. 195 health. That's a little bit lower than I'd like. Puts more bandit camps everywhere, and so there's a lot of places where I'm running along and I'm expecting to see a bandit camp and I don't see one, and to be quite honest, it actually surprises me, because I'm like, oh, I was expecting a fight here, and I think I took it out 2 playthroughs ago or something, because I feel like you run into too much content. Whoa!
Hand over your valuables.
The fuck did this guy come from? Didn't even see him.
Never should have come here.
Oh shit. It's fast.
I'll see you.
Oh, he's a Dunmer, so he's not gonna get burned at all. Oh, he's using his fist for some reason, which is awesome. That thief really came out of nowhere. Amethyst lockpick. Yeah, don't need more water skins. I already have 2. And my frame rates here are really bad. I don't know if that's going to translate onto the video, but they range between like 20 and 30. I'm going to have to figure out that. There is a bandit camp in more bandit camps mod. There's a bandit camp around here somewhere. I think it's just up ahead. It's not going to be in this one, but like I said, yeah, it is one of those things that I'm used to. There's a couple of really, really, really difficult bandit camps added by that mod. There's another one that's just like south east of Rorikstead, and it's heavily fortified, and there's tons of bandits in there. I mean, the mod works well with Requiem, but in a Dead is Dead playthrough, you know, adding tons of extra bandits can be pretty tough. I mean, it's not like it's just that mod doesn't just add like bandits, a couple, like 2 or 3 bandits. It's like it adds gigantic camps. And actually, just past here, just past this Heartwood Mill or whatever it is, there's like a Morag Tong, like kind of skooma. Look at those little guys. It's cute. There's like a Morag Tong skooma, like gang that you have to take out.
You lost? Might want to put away that weapon. Huh?
I got some bad news.
No, it can't be. Oh my. I've been a fool. What's done is done. Here, I want you to have this. Bringing me closure was kind of you.
Iron Warhammer of Rebuke, plus all this free food. It's really neat in Skyrim. When you do quests, the rewards aren't always immediately obvious. Like sometimes it seems like you didn't get much for your efforts. Well, that's free. There's no stolen tag on it. It may seem like you're not going to be rewarded for your efforts, but then, you know, if you're more observant, you'll find that there are things like free stuff. I'm not going to steal anything here. I just want to get the lockpicking experience. Lockpicking's only 20. I need 50 before I can open adept locks. It's a long haul. It's good to see safe autosave is working. It just saved in the Heartwood Mill there. It's time to head back to Riften and sell some of that loot. That sunrise looks pretty awesome. It would look even better if my frame rates weren't plummeting to like 15 here. I really thought a GTX 970 was going to be the solution to most of my FPS problems, but it's like, it's weird. Skyrim 32-bit is just one of those games where you can keep adding textures until you break your computer. Like, there's almost no limit to the damage that you can do. Man, the lag is real. The struggle's real. But like in Fallout 4, you can go a little crazier, and because it's 64-bit, I actually don't even, like, I'm not going to pretend I'm an expert, or I don't know why it works the way it does, but it's better. It's more efficient. You get better frame rates, especially after you kind of like download the optimized texture packs and whatnot. But in Skyrim, that's certainly not the case. Like, you can get top of the line stuff, and oh, the lag. That is some severe lag. This might just be the laggiest I've ever experienced on this video card. I don't think I've ever experienced this level of frame rate destruction. I'm not even going to attempt to fight any enemies with an FPS of 15 to 21. Yeah, I mean, with my 970, I get fairly solid frame rates most of the time, like 50 to 60, but just around Riften, especially around all this water, it might be that my water textures are too high resolution. It might be that maybe they're 2K and it's just way too much for my video card to handle. Whatever the case, it's chugging bad. Oh, it's awful. I mean, one of the reasons that I invested in a good computer was so that I could have a really stable, like, graphically good looking game. Yeah, it's a waste of time. But I've ended up, reducing a bunch of my textures to 1K and doing all the optimization stuff anyway, so I mean, my video card's only 4 gigabytes, so it is the super clocked 970 though. Like here I'm getting like 40, 45 FPS, which isn't too bad. Obviously, when Skyrim gets ported to
My husband Bercy will be
Skyrim
the
Special
deputy.
Edition, it's gonna
He
be
spends too much time worrying about
it's gonna be
Rick.
awesome.
Welcome
Enough
to the
about
Pond
himself.
Pro. What can I do for you?
I just had to take another quick break there for a sec.
I have all sorts of... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
One of the trade-offs to being able to record my voice now is that I still have to pause the game, when I've got to do stuff around the house. So it's a good trade-off, though, I think. Anyway, I can't remember what I was talking about. I think I was
All right.
saying something
Pickings
about
may Some may call this junk. Me? I call them treasures.
Skyrim Special Edition, yeah, when it gets ported, or when Requiem gets ported over to SSE, I'd be really interested to see if I can. I mean, I'm excited about that. I mean, I'm not dying to have it. It's like I'm not crashing too often. I mean, you guys have seen me crash a couple times already, but I don't crash too often. But just to have a really stable experience with Requiem, I think a ton of people would really, like me, would be really excited about that. I'm a patient guy, though. I mean, I know it's going to take a while. It'll probably take, it could take up to a year. But these things happen faster than before you know it. You know, I mean, who would have thought Skyrim is 5 years old now? It certainly doesn't feel that old. I'm doing some very, very, very minor metagaming here. If you sell items one at a time instead of in bulk, then on each time you sell, you get an opportunity, you get a chance to level experience. So look at that. We got like 7,200 septums, and that is more than enough for a horse. So it's time to go and score a horse. And it looks like we're coming up on the end of the episode anyway, so I'll buy a horse and I'll call it here. Well, that sign was really flapping around there.
Make love like a saber cat, or crush your enemies to dust like a giant.
Any luck with Sapphire?
Oh yeah, you don't sell the horses. That other guy does.
Tools, wares, and weapons. All
Where is he
for
now?
sale at fair prices.
Too lazy to walk, eh? Don't mind if you do. What's your price?
Apparently it's 6,000
Sold.
septums.
She's all yours. She's already saddled up.
All right. This is going to be a tremendous advantage having a horse now. Be able to store stuff on it and run away from enemies. Hey there, my horse. Griselda. Griselda is actually the name of the very first street that I lived on, which is pretty funny. Alright. So I think it's time to head back to Whiterun.
Come and see what goods are.
But I'm going to take the carriage because running there doesn't seem like a fun idea. Yeah, there's nothing much else left to do here anyway. I'm going to head back to Whiterun and see about working my way towards getting a follower. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.